sometimes I want to save a local copy of a ChatGPT response, and they have a copy button, but when you try to paste it, the brackets are all broken. So the LaTeX brackets, there should be backslashes in like everywhere here, and they just remove them, and it's been like this for months. So we can't just do a global search and replace because there's sometimes there's brackets inside of LaTeX. We don't want to escape those, and sometimes there's brackets just in plain text, and we don't want to escape those parentheses either. So we can't just do a global search and replace. We have to be a little bit smarter. So anyway, so let's start by writing a regex to find all the brackets. So we can write it like this. So this looks a little bit funny, but it's a character class with 4 characters inside. The closing bracket, opening bracket, and the 2 parentheses. Would it be like backslash close? Yeah. So when you want to include a closing bracket in a Vim character class, you can actually just put it as the first character. So that's what we did here. This is documented over here. So now we have a pattern that finds all the brackets. So let's start here. So what we want to do is insert a backslash before the brackets. We can go insert, backslash, and then escape. But the problem is the cursor ends up on the backslash. So when we want to go to the next bracket, we actually have to hit end twice. And then we can do period to repeat. But again, the cursor's on the backslash, so we have to hit end twice. And we have to hit end twice over and over again, and it's very time consuming. So one thing we can try is to go to insert mode, insert a backslash, and then use the right arrow key to move the cursor on the parenthesis, and then hit escape. And it looks like this might work, because the cursor's on the parenthesis right now, so I can hit end only once. But if I try to repeat with period, again, we have the same problem. The cursor's on the backslash, so you have to hit end twice to get to the next one. So period, and then end twice, period, end twice. It's very annoying. And the reason is that left-right cursor movements in Vim, in insert mode, they cut off the undo block and start a new undo block. And so let's give an example of this. So if I'm here and I try to surround this T in braces, so I insert a brace and then do right arrow key and then a closing brace, escape. So it works once, and then but then if I try to repeat it, you can see it only inserts the closing brace. That's because when I use the right arrow key, it split the undo sequence. So and I actually have to hit undo twice to remove the braces around the T. There's actually a binding to work around this. It's I control G capital U. So this binding here. So you can read the description. It doesn't start a new undo block with the next left-right cursor movement. So we can use this to move the cursor without in a way that's repeatable. So if I go here again and start to surround the T with braces, now if I go Control G capital U and then right arrow, now I can add another character here, and now you can see if I hit period, it repeats the movement as part of the insert, and if I hit U to undo, it undoes both the left and the right braces at the same time. Anyway, so we can use this for the backslash escape stuff. So we can go backslash like this, and then we can go Control G capital U right bracket, or rather right arrow escape. And now we can go next and period. You can see the cursor is on the parenthesis, so now we can keep going next period, next period, next period, and so on. So let's skip those, and so on, and we can keep going down the file like this. But I want to show you another way of replacing or escaping the brackets using a substitute command. So we can go %substitute to apply to all the lines. Well, actually, we want to start on the current line. So let's go period to dollar. So this is called a range. So period is the current line, and dollar is the last line of the file. So what we're saying is we want to substitute from the current line to the end of the file. And we want to substitute. We won't provide a search pattern, so we'll just use the previous search pattern. And we want to replace with a backslash followed by ampersand, and then GC, like so. And so the backslash is just an escaped literal backslash. Ampersand stands for the matched text, or the text that was searched for. And so that should be sub/, ampersand. There we are. So in a replacement string, an ampersand is going to get replaced by the pattern that you search for, or by the match. In our case, the match is a bracket. So this will just put a backslash followed by the bracket, and then GC. G means to run the substitute on every occurrence, on every line, and C means to confirm. So if I hit enter, actually this breaks with the keycap, so I have to disable the keycap. But so if I run this, you can see now it asks me if I want to replace. So I'm just going to hit Q to quit. So we looked at S global to replace all occurrences, and we also looked at S confirm to confirm every replacement. So anyway, let me turn off the keycap again, and we can rerun the substitute command, like so. And so then I can go yes, 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 and so on. Oh, so here I made a mistake. So unfortunately, U doesn't work. I can't undo. I put a backslash where I didn't mean to put one. So what you can do is hit escape and then U to undo. And then we want to resume the substitute. You can actually do that with at colon. So I'll show you just after. And so then let's go yes, 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 yes. So let's do the rest of the file like this. So I'm just mashing yes and no right now, Y and N. So I made a mistake again. So let's quit and redo again. Okay, and that should be it. And to resume the substitute command, I used at colon, and it just repeats the last command line. So this is actually a really useful one, especially for commands like cn or n. I use at colon a lot for these commands. But yeah, I think that's it.